Hi guys, Steady Eddie here, this time soaking up the sun in EDDY'S Beach, Turkey. So, it's October 2021, and while the never-ending pandemic soap opera is still going on in other parts of the world, Turkey is a great place to be. Just look at this place. Who wouldn't want to be here? Well, Turkey is a country I'm quite familiar with, having spent a lot of time here over the years. So, for those not familiar with this fine country, I thought I'd give you a few facts about what it's all about. You see, some people still misunderstand this country and believe what they read in newspapers and see in movies like Midnight Express. It's nothing of the sort. So to begin with, what does Turkey look like? The physical impression of the place. Well, before you ever visited this country, did you have images of Turkey being a dry, desert-like landscape with not a tree or a green hill in sight? Well, I must admit that's what I used to think. Well, it's far from it. Turkey has the most amazing landscape with mountains, beautiful beaches, islands, big wide roads with mountains sweeping back into the distance. It's one of the most underrated and beautiful landscapes I've seen anywhere in the world. And of course, it's got the weather to complement all of this. Everything looks better with a blue sky and warm temperatures, and Turkey certainly has that. Between the months of May to October, which is when the main tourist season is, you would almost guaranteed the weather we can only dream of back in the UK. The climate is hot, reliable, and perfect beach weather. It's important to note that Turkey does not have winter sunshine the way Asian countries do, and it can get a bit chilly from November to March. Some areas like Istanbul can often get snow at this time of year. So, what is the religion of Turkey? Well, there is a contradiction here. Turkey is said to be a secular country, yet 99% of Turks are Muslim. But it seems to me to be a milder form of Muslim culture, because women wear bikinis on the beach, yes, even Turkish women, and alcohol is freely available in just about every town, village and resort. Unless that licensed premise is too close to a mosque, where it is not allowed. Oh yes, and Turks themselves like a drink. I've seen enough drunken ones. So, how about the culture of Turkey? Well, let's understand something. Turks are not Arabs, they are Turks. They have their own culture, and as far as I'm concerned, it's a very pleasant culture. Doesn't seem oppressive in any way. You do occasionally see women wearing burqas and another traditional Muslim dress, but that's their business, not mine. Well, it has to be said that Turkey does seem a very male-dominated country. You can see this when you visit the bars and restaurants. It's very rare to be served by a female. It's almost always half a dozen Turkish lads who will be your waiters. That's just the way it is. So, who is Turkey popular with? Well, holidaymakers, of course. Families, couples, even honeymooning couples. I've even seen British couples get married here. Families love Turkey because it's got the weather, it's got the beaches, and it's got enough activities to keep everyone occupied. It's also popular with people, even solo travellers, who appreciate what an amazing landscape it has, as well as its popular activities such as paragliding and diving. Turkey has a lot to offer a variety of people. So, who else is Turkey also popular with? Oh yes, it's also infamously popular with wongas. Well, for those familiar with this YouTube channel, I have covered the wonga phenomenon in past videos. For those not familiar with this term, let me explain. Now, you know that middle-aged men who go to Thailand for a romance with a young Thai lady are often referred to as mongers. Well, their middle-aged female counterparts who come to Turkey to go lusting after the handsome young Turkish waiters should appropriately be referred to as wongers. I don't mean that in a negative way, each to their own. I'm just saying that in Turkey, it's not unusual to see a saggy 60-year-old British woman smooching up at the bar with her handsome young 28-year-old Turkish gigolo boyfriend. Some ladies do it in a subtle way, and as someone who has spent a lot of time in this country in the past, I can tell you that some of these lusty old trollops are far from subtle. They make no secret of the fact that they like a bit of young Turkish sausage. Well, good for them, I say. So, how safe is Turkey for the visitor? Well, in terms of crime, I would say it's a very safe country. If you visit a place like Fethiye Aludines region, you will find it very safe to walk around even at night. Turks are good people and they are not out to rob you. However, I did once visit Istanbul and that was a very different kettle of fish. As a solo traveller, I found I was constantly being followed around the tourist sites by opportunists and con men who were obviously trying to lead me into a tourist trap where I would be stung for a lot of money. No, I didn't fall for it. The con men are easy to spot. They will approach you with a handshake offer and the words, "Hi, my friend, where are you from?" The correct response from you should be to reply, "I am not your friend and I do not wish to shake your hand because I don't know where your hand has been." Turkey also has a reputation for aggressive sales tactics. Well, I don't believe that it's unique to this country. All I'll say is that they are very good and very persistent at what they do, so you've got to be on the ball when you deal with them. Otherwise, you'll end up buying things you had no intention of buying. So, is Turkey a European country? Well, no, it isn't. In fact, it's very different from European countries. It has been talked about for at least 20 years that Turkey will be joining the European Union, but it has never happened and I doubt it ever will. Some countries like Austria are opposed to Turkey joining the EU because they perceive it as a Muslim country, not European. Also, there are human rights issues to be sorted, and then there is still the controversy over Cyprus. But do Turkish people really want to join the EU? Brexiteer legend Nigel Farage seems to think so. He once said that if Britain stayed in the EU, sooner or later we'd have 70 million Turks heading our way. Really, Nigel? I've met many who are not really bothered. I've heard from some Turks that if they don't want us, we don't want them. And let's face it, the EU is no longer the utopia some people once believed it to be. And we are not in it anymore anyway, so to hell with that idea. Well, we all know that Turkey has economic problems and the currency is devalued big time over recent years. But is it true what some used to say, that Turkey is the poorer neighbour of Greece? Well, it's hard to believe it still is. After the economic crisis in Greece about 12 years ago, when the EU had to bail them out with massive loans, Greece can't claim to be richer than its neighbour. Turkey is now ranked 19 of the world's biggest economies, whereas Greece doesn't even make the top 50. So, how about that Turkish lira? I remember a time when it was 2.5 Turkish lira to 1 UK pound. Now you can get almost 12 lira to a pound. What has happened? And has it made Turkey a lot cheaper for the tourist? The results may surprise you. I will be discussing this in a forthcoming vlog. So in the meantime, I hope you've enjoyed this video, and especially for those not familiar with Turkey, it's given you more of an idea what to expect if you do decide to visit this great country sometime. So I'll say thanks for watching, subscribe to this channel if you haven't already, a big thanks to those who already have, and remember to press that all-important notification bell for latest uploads. I'll be back with more videos soon. In the meantime, have a great day, a great evening, or whatever you're doing, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.